everybody, it's Greg again from Heck Yeah, You Can Cook, and today you are going to be making a skillet chicken dish using New Mexico chili powder, along with a little bit of honey and some onions, just a quick dish that you can make on a weeknight with some chicken breast. Bang it out real fast. Heck yeah, you can do it. So let's go through the tools, but while I got your attention, please everyone go to the bottom of the video there, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell so you'll know. Remember, we give away a free apron. Every 100 new subscribers we get, we're getting close to giving away another one. So please go to Heck Yeah You Can Cook on Facebook. We have a group, and also heckyeahyoucancook.com. Now today's recipe, what you're going to need. Now behind me here, I've got a large skillet with a high spot heating on the oven at this time. So we'll move over there and show the dish. You're also going to need a small mixing bowl, basically to hold your greens. You're going to need a knife to cut your onion. We do have a chopped onion here, and a spatula, wooden spatula, plastic spatula to stir it with. The ingredients for today's, you're going to need a fillet knife too to cut the chicken here in just a second. The ingredients you're going to need for today's dish, I have got 8 ounces of sliced regular mushrooms. You can use any mushroom you like. Matter of fact, I was going to use portobello. Couldn't find them in the grocery store, but regular mushrooms would work. Now this is a sweet Vidalia onion. Please make sure you use a sweet onion. It's one whole onion, coarsely chopped. I have got a tablespoon of honey in my new Pampered Chef level spoons here. I love these things. So this is a tablespoon of honey. I have got 1 bunch of Swiss chard. You can use spinach with this, but I think Swiss chard comes out better. I've got 4 pieces of good old thick maple wood in this case, but any kind of thick bacon, you need 4 slices of it. I've got 2 tablespoons of New Mexico chili. This is the brand I've got right here. Because this brand has no salt, I have my salt to add to taste as we are preparing this dish. I've also got the star of the show. I've got 2 chicken breasts over here. And what we're going to do with the chicken breast before we get started is we're going to cut those in half. All right. Chicken breasts nowadays, I get them on sale, are so big, I just simply cut the breast in half. So it's nothing too complicated there. And let's make a little bit quicker dish to cook in the skillet. Oh, I also forgot to add that I have 6 ounces, that's 6 ounces of shredded carrots. You can shred them yourself. I cheated, I bought a bag of them, but 6 ounces of shredded carrots. Now we just prepare the ingredients before we move to the skillet, but once again it's preheating. What I like to do here is I like to go ahead and just simply shred the Swiss chard. I remove the heavy stems. Go about 1.5 inches up. Just simply shred across. We're going to use this to cook into the dish a little later on. That's what the small bowl is for. Cleared that. Carrots are already shredded and prepared. Now we have our chicken. And what I like to do is season both sides with some of the chili powder. Now, if you don't have New Mexico brand chili, New Mexico style chili, you can use any chili that you like. I just prefer the New Mexico for this dish. There are lots of different chilies out there, so use the one you like to. Get both sides with the chili. Now, make sure you read it carefully. This one does not contain salt. Since it doesn't contain salt, I will be adding salt to this. If your chili powder or chili powder mix that you're using has salt, I wouldn't add any. You'll oversalt the food. Now a little salt to both sides. Himalayan pink sea salt again, because that way you can see where it's going for us people with old eyes. It really doesn't take long at all. Next episode, I'm going to wash my hands here. We're going to move to the skillet. I'll show you working in the skillet. We're going to cook the bacon, and then we're going to cook all the items in the skillet afterwards. Please make sure you have a lid, because there will be a time that you're going to be wilting the Swiss chard, so you're going to need a lid during that time. Now the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, and I probably forgot to mention this before, is you're going to need a good set of tongs. Right here, some tongs. You're going to cook your bacon. And we're going to cook that bacon down until we get it to crispy. Now you're going to want to save the grease as you're cooking the bacon. We're going to cook this down and we're going to leave the grease in the pan. It's kind of the magic ingredient. The thicker the cut the bacon, the better this dish is going to be for you. One thing I forgot to mention is that you're going to need just a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just a little bit, and that's going to help deglaze this pan after we finish with this. Gotten the bacon to the consistency you want because you're going to use it in the dish again. Let that grease stay in there. Now add just a hint of the apple cider vinegar. You take your spatula and quickly deglaze the pan. Now that you've deglazed the pan, you saw I took a few shots of that. I didn't add the mushrooms and the onions. And the carrots. Stir that around. Make sure you get the grease and vinegar worked in there. Add a pinch of salt. And what's left of the New Mexico chili from the two teaspoons you had. Stir that around. We're going to cover this and we're going to cook that for about 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes to let it soften. While that's going on, that bacon that you fried up, go ahead and break it apart. Ta-da! One thing you may notice in this video, it took a little bit longer to deglaze the pan. That's why I don't have a specific amount of apple cider vinegar you're going to use. But I can say that have it ready on standby. You saw I just kept adding a little bit here and there until that the bottom came loose because you want those bits in there. And also you're going to be using the honey that you're going to add when you add the chicken to counteract anything the sour that the vinegar will add. Okay, we've had about 4 minutes go by. We're going to turn this over, see how it's cooked down, add some of that flavor in there. What we're going to do now is we're going to work our pieces of chicken in. So set it in, and take your tongs and work it all the way down to the bottom, just like so. You can put it almost like you bury it. Work the chicken around. At this time, we're going to add our tablespoon of honey. Just kind of gently pour it around. We're going to cover and let that go about 7 minutes. This whole thing is taking place on I have it about 2 to 3 on my stovetop. You may want to check and make sure you don't have it burning while you're cooking. Okay, 7 minutes have gone up. It's time we take off the lid. Turn that chicken over. You see how it's cooking down. Try to move the mushrooms and the carrots to the top of the meat. We're going to go for 7 more minutes. Okay, everyone, another 7 minutes has gone off here. So what we do is just quickly, as you can see how much it's cooked down, kind of check the temperature of the chicken. Find a thick piece, go in. We're looking for about we're real close to being done, 163, which is perfect. So that actually was probably more like 6.5 minutes. You need to adjust. 7 minutes is safe. You can see how the carrots have cooked down, the mushrooms have cooked down. I'll give this a good little stir. And now we add the bacon back. And then I turn it down just a little bit, add the spinach. Let's do not spinach, the Swiss chard. You can use spinach. I am not blind, this is Swiss chard. I like the red in there, it gives it a good color to the dish. We're going to cover. I've turned the temperature down low since the chicken is at the temperature we want. And we're going to let this wilt in, and we'll probably give it about 2 or 3 minutes. and then we'll be ready to plate it and to serve. Thanks everybody once again for watching Heck Yeah, You Can Cook. We'll come back in just a minute. As you can see, everyone, the greens have softened. Hold it over. Starts to come together as a very pretty dish. All right, everybody, we've gotten this finished. I'll show you how we plate it. Just take one of the chicken breasts, set it right here. Now drape it with the bacon, the mushrooms, and the carrots. Tonight I'm serving this with a little bit of the side of our mac and cheese. There you go, folks. Southwestern skillet chicken with New Mexico chili, mushrooms, Swiss chard. I hope everybody enjoys. Really simple dish to make. Have a great day.